Thank you for taking the time to learn about Rivers East Village. In this presentation, you will learn what a village is, how it works, and how to get involved.
A village provides opportunities to choose how we live, to make new friends, and to help each other. Take a moment to read how being part of a village can make life better.
The village concept was developed by a group of friends that lived near Boston. In 1999, they gathered to strategize ways they could remain rooted and involved in their Beacon Hill community as they aged. They looked beyond conventional solutions, developed the village model, and opened the Beacon Hill Village in 2002.
The very first village in Portland opened in 2011. Soon after, other Portland area communities became interested in starting a village of their own. In 2013, Villages Northwest was formed to provide startup and ongoing support to a growing network of Portland area villages. After 2 years of planning, Rivers East Village opened in March of 2020. Nationwide, there are over 300 villages in 43 states.
Villages Northwest is the center of our hub and spoke network. Currently, our network includes 9 open villages and 2 villages in development. All 11 villages are programs of Villages Northwest. As a network, member villages benefit from an economy of scale by sharing many operating costs and developing and sharing best practices.
Each village has its own geographic service area. This map illustrates the service area of the 11 spoke villages in the Villages Northwest network. The most recent addition to the network is Rainy Day Village on the northern Oregon coast. Rainy Day and Village at the Falls in Oregon City are the villages still in development.
There are a number of benefits enjoyed by spoke villages, such as 501c3 nonprofit tax status, professional management of village accounting, taxes, and reports, a $3 million general liability insurance policy to protect village members and volunteers, fundraising and grant application assistance, HR support, support to new villages in development, and operational support to established villages.
Villages Northwest provides a $3 million general liability policy and directors and officers insurance. The general liability policy is secondary to personal insurance policies. For instance, if a volunteer has an accident involving a member, the members and the volunteer's personal insurance would pay first. The village insurance would pay second if personal insurance is unable to satisfy a claim.
Rivers East Village service area includes the cities of Milwaukee and Gladstone and unincorporated areas in between. Our northern boundary is the Multnomah County line. Our southern boundary is the Clackamas River. To the east it's 205, and to the west it's the Willamette River. People living in our service area are invited to consider becoming village members.
While each village in our network creates its own mission, for the most part they are all very similar. Our mission at Rivers East Village is to enable area residents to successfully age at home by developing and nurturing a network of volunteers, providing access to services and social opportunities that are sustainable and community-based.
A village is made up of members and volunteers. Member benefits include village activities that connect them to a community of friends and neighbors, and occasional services provided by volunteers. Volunteers benefit by helping others and making new friends among the village community. Together they are villagers. Village members pay annual membership dues.
A village is directed by its members. An annual election is held where members vote on candidates to fill open leadership positions on the governing council. The Governing Council directs village operations. Council members may be members, volunteers, or community partners. Villages Northwest provides support and oversight outlined in a Memorandum of Agreement.
Rivers East Village operations are managed by volunteers. There are 5 main operational tasks, and they support and sustain a village. Outreach, to bring in new members and volunteers. Social and educational events. Enrolling and orienting new members. Recruiting and training new volunteers. And managing member service requests.
Rivers East Village uses software called Helpful Village, a secure cloud-based system developed specifically for villages. It allows us to manage our village virtually and avoid expenses associated with office space and utilities. Helpful Village manages villager information, communication, service requests, and provides village reports. Villagers with internet connectivity may log in and access and update their information and more.
While we embrace technology to manage village operations, we recognize that not everyone is interested in or comfortable with internet technology. To ensure that village activities and services are available to all villagers, we provide mail, phone, and in-person communication as needed. Additionally, there are some volunteer opportunities that do not require an internet connection.
Volunteers can provide technical support by phone and in person. Tech-savvy volunteers are available to help with cell and smartphones, computers, tablets, smart TVs, and more. Would you like to learn how to join an online event but don't know how? Just give us a call and ask for help.
Villagers with internet access can log on to our website to view and register for events, update contact information, submit and view service requests, select tasks to volunteer for, connect with other villagers, pay membership dues, or purchase event tickets, and more. Much of our communication is conducted by email, including delivery of our monthly newsletters.
Rivers East Village members live within the boundaries of our service area. They are at least 50 years or over 18 with a chronic illness or disability, and they pay annual membership dues. Because we want to offer membership to as many people as possible, we offer membership discounts based on the federal poverty guidelines.
Village members are part of an active community. They make friends and participate in village activities. They may also receive help from village volunteers with transportation, occasional help around the house, someone to call if you need help locating other services and service providers, or an advocate. Many village members also enjoy being a volunteer.
Membership dues cover the majority of village operating costs. That includes software licenses, volunteer background checks, insurance, marketing and outreach materials, postage, office supplies, training materials, and more. We also pay 8% of all revenue to Villages Northwest for the support that they provide. The balance of our expenses is covered by fundraising, donations, and grants.
We offer 3 types of membership: full, flex, and support. Each membership type may be set up as an individual or a household. A household membership is for 2 people who live in the same home. Household members share their membership benefits and have 1 vote in village elections.
Full membership dues are $480 per year. That's just $40 per month and includes participation in village events and activities and up to 12 service requests per month. Full membership may be set up as a household membership where 2 people who live in the same home share the same membership benefits.
Flex membership dues are $240 per year. That's just $20 per month and includes participation in village events and activities and up to 4 service requests per month. Flex memberships may be set up as a household membership, where two people who live in the same home share the membership benefits.
Flex memberships include one bump up to 12 service requests per month for up to 90 days at no extra cost. The Flex feature is available one time in a membership year to provide extra support during a medical recovery period. Flex members may upgrade to full membership by paying $20 per month for the remainder of their membership year.
Support memberships are designed for people who want to participate in village activities and events but do not want services. We call it a support membership because the dues support village operations. Support memberships can be set up for an individual or a household and one vote during village elections.
Prospective members may call, email, or complete a member inquiry on the village website. An in-home visit is scheduled to explain village membership, answer questions, and ensure that member expectations and village offerings are aligned. To enroll, a member application and agreement is completed and membership dues are paid.
Membership dues are paid annually and may be paid by check or by credit card on our website. We also offer a monthly payment option for an additional $5 monthly processing fee. Monthly payments are set up by your bank or credit union using an ACH authorization form provided by Rivers East Village.
Full and Flex members may request occasional help with tasks. These tasks are provided free of charge by village volunteers that have been screened and trained. While we are able to meet most tasks requested by a volunteer, there is not a guarantee because there may not be a volunteer able to accept the task.
Some volunteers enjoy visiting in person or by phone. Others enjoy gardening, sewing and mending, or minor home maintenance projects. Volunteers can shop for and purchase materials needed for maintenance and repair tasks and receive reimbursement from the members. Volunteer drivers use their own vehicles and receive additional screening and training before becoming a volunteer driver.
Volunteer advocates help members solve problems. During member recovery periods, volunteers can help prepare meals, do laundry, provide pet care, and more. Pickup and delivery includes groceries, prescriptions, garden supplies, and more. Examples of tech support include help with computers, TVs, cell phones, and other digital and electronic support. Volunteers can make regular, friendly check-in phone calls.
Volunteer service does not replace regular housekeeping or yard maintenance. However, volunteers can help with periodic non-routine tasks and help find for hire service providers if needed. Volunteer safety always comes first when considering tasks that involve ladders or heavy lifting. Large tasks such as spring garden cleanup may be performed by a group of volunteers.
Our insurance prohibits volunteers from providing personal care such as bathing, dressing, bed, or chair transfers, medical care of any kind including managing medication, driving a member's personal car, or providing legal, medical, or financial advice. If you have a question about what a volunteer can and can't do, please call village office staff.
To allow time for the service request to be processed, delivered to volunteers, and accepted, it is recommended that it be asked at least 4 days in advance. Members may submit a service request by phone or through our website. Office staff will call the member to collect request details and send it to the volunteers by email.
When a volunteer accepts the service request, they will call the member to discuss and agree on a date and time to complete the task. Office staff advises members if the task is not accepted. Once the task is completed, the volunteer and member receive an email asking them to share with the village how things went.
Members and volunteers should respect each other's privacy and personal boundaries and not become involved in family disputes or take sides. All service requests are made through the village website or by calling the village office. Each service is limited to the request made. If additional service is desired, a new service request is made.
Village volunteers do not pay a member fee unless they also want to be a village member. Volunteers work close to home, decide when, where, and what they want to do, put talents and skills to good use, meet some great people, and feel good about helping others. For a list of volunteer tasks, visit our website.
The steps to become a village volunteer include completing this villager introduction, reading and signing a volunteer agreement, passing a criminal background check, deciding what volunteer tasks that you want to do, and completing any position-specific training that you may want to do, such as being a driver or help with village operations.
The volunteer agreement includes information about what volunteers may not do in their role as a village volunteer. Volunteers may not ask members to contact them directly, visit a member if the volunteer is ill, share personal issues with a member, use a member's ATM or debit card, or drive a member's car.
More things that volunteers may not do are help a member outside of a service request, share confidential information about a member or gossip, provide transportation if not a trained driver, accept payment for a service, accept tips or gifts from a member, use knowledge of a member for personal benefit or financial gain.
If a member does not answer the door for a scheduled service, the volunteer should call the member. The volunteer may also check around the home to see if the member is outside. If the member is not located, the volunteer should call to report the problem. Under no circumstance should the volunteer enter the home. In the event of an emergency that requires an urgent response, volunteers and members should call 911 first and then follow up with a call to the village office. Do not transport an injured person to the hospital and do not move an unconscious person unless there is an immediate threat to their life. Name badges are provided to village volunteers and members. Volunteers should wear their name badge to village events and when meeting a member to perform a service request. Members should wear their name badges to village events to help people recognize each other and call them by name. Lost badges will be replaced by notifying the village office.
Members and volunteers should add the first two email addresses to your email contacts or whitelist to ensure that messages sent to you by Rivers East Village do not end up in your spam folder. Volunteers should also add the third email address to make sure they receive the emails with instructions about conducting a background check.
Thank you for taking the time to learn about Rivers East Village. You will find additional information about our village on our website. If you are ready to take the next step to become a member or volunteer, have questions, or need additional information, please call or email the village office.